Hey guys, let's talk about how to clean up content, especially featured and tagged content. Okay, so what I mean by that is, I think the first priority is to clean up anything that we're tagging, featured or tagging, tagged for that category. So, for example, let's go down here to marriage and parenting. So these three are the three most important things. Every post related to these three series, because these are my three featured series, should be cleaned up first. So let's prioritize the featured stuff. And so if I click in here onto Parenting Teens series, and I look at this, and this is pretty clean actually. It's pretty good. But let's say that I click on this lesson right here, 8 Tips for Parenting Teens. And I look at this and I can see that this is clearly not clean. I mean, it's pretty close, but it needs some cleaning up. Okay, so if you go to the post document, the first two things in the post document are the series short codes that you can copy and paste, and the post short codes. So over here, we're dealing with a post, right? So I'm going to go ahead and clean up this post by copying and pasting this post content. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything from the discussion questions all the way down to, if you look at this, I've got discussion question heading, I've got related resources heading, and then I've got the leader download heading and the external links heading. And it looks like we're not going to need those two sections, leader downloads and external links. So we just really need the discussion questions. So I'm going to, and you'll get used to what you need to copy from here. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to copy this stuff right here. I'm going to go into 8 tips. I'm going to edit this post. And first of all, parenting teen, this we know is wrong, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to push this all the way up to the top, okay? I always like to put a space right after this. So there's my tips. Notice my tips, I need to hold shift down, right? So I'm going to go and hold shift down for each of these to clean that up. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to hold shift enter. I'm going to go to here, hit backspace, hold shift enter. Backspace, shift enter. So, whoops, shift enter. So that cleans that up. Now here's my old stuff. This is old stuff. I want to keep my discussion questions because that stuff's good. But I'm going to hit enter, and now I'm going to paste that stuff that I brought in from the post, okay? So I'm going to get rid of question 1. I'm going to get rid of the last question. I'm going to take these middle questions. I'm going to cut that. I'm going to paste it right in here. When I do that, it does this kind of messed up thing. So now I take all of that and I undo it, and then I do it again. And then I need to backspace on that. And so there are my questions. So that's pretty good. So now I'm going to get rid of that. This here, for some reason, it always makes that bold. I have to unbold it. Okay. So let's see, what else do I need to do? I want to hit enter right here. Whoops. Messed that up. I want to hit enter right there. So there are my related resources. Now, obviously, the most important related resource, this one, the default is foundations. You can keep that in there. But I want to also add in the resource of the series that this is from. Okay, so 8 parenting tips. So I go back to my parenting teens series. So this is the series it's from. So I'm going to edit this post. Here's how you find out what the post ID number is for this. I'm going to edit the post. So for this series, I'm going to get the short link. I'm going to copy this short link. And I'm going to come down here and I'm going to hit comma. And I'm going to paste that short link. So now I've got those related resources. I've got the questions in there in the newest form. I don't need church downloads because it's not a sermon link series. So this is pretty good. I'm going to just double check the categories. Marriage and parenting's good. I've got a featured image. I don't have any tags, which is fine for now. And I'm going to click on update. And so you see how quickly I was able to update. I'm going to view this post now. See what it looks like. So this post should be okay. So good. It's got the share button. It's got the category up there. It starts right away with the image. I've got the article cleaned up. I've got a space in between there. I've got discussion questions. I've got related resources. So this one is clean and it is good. So go back and do that for everything that is featured and everything that is tagged. Clean all of that stuff up. Again, using the very newest series and post stuff. So if you look, let me just show you. Let's just do it with a series now. So if we go to the Marriage Basics series, so I'm going to look at this series and I can see it's got these numbers, which means that those are not, that's not the newest version, because the newest version, if you come in here, the newest version only has the post IDs. It doesn't have those numbers there. So those numbers need to be taken out. Also, you can tell that each one of these Marriage Principle 1, 2, and 3, they should all have the same image. It should be this image right here. So when you go in and clean up Marriage Principle 1, we need to make it this image. And when we clean up Marriage Principle 3, we need to make it that image. So all three images show up. So I'll just do that real quick. So what I do is I'm gonna start with Marriage Principle 1. I hold Alt down, or my command on my Mac, and it opens up a new tab. So I'm going to edit this post. I'm going to come in here and edit this post. So I like to work with multiple tabs open at the same time. So I'll come in here and clean the rest of this stuff in a second, but I want to fix the featured image. So the featured image is going to be that same featured image from the series, which is this one right here. So I'm going to set that as the featured image, and I'm going to update it. I come into here, Marriage Principle 3, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to remove that featured image. I'm going to set a new featured image. And I will go back and find that featured image that I'm using for the marriage series. I'm going to set that featured image, and I'm going to update. So now when I come back into my Marriage Basics series and I hit refresh, those images will show up there, which is nice. That's what I want. So now I'm going to hold my Alt down, my command down again, and I'm going to open up the tab to edit this. So the way to edit this, to get rid of those drop cap numbers, I just come in here and I just delete that drop cap. I delete that drop cap, and I delete that drop cap, and I hit update. And in this particular case, I know that that'll fix it. That'll fix this series and enough just like that. So there I've got my my 3 lessons. I've got my related resources. Again, if I want to add another resource, some other series, I just have to find those post IDs for those series and put it in there. So you can see the post IDs for this one are 24012, 24027, 24020. So again, I find those post IDs on those individual posts, and then I paste those in there. And so that Marriage Basics series is a little bit more cleaned up. Now, if you want to add let's say that you have a book that you're going to recommend as an external link. So let's say that Tracy's got a couple of books that she wants to recommend. So what she would do then is she would come into here, she would take this external links, she would copy the external links, she would paste it into here. I'm going to paste external links right there. Then she would open up, let's say, Amazon.com. And actually, I think what you want to do is you want to go to Amazon.com via, let's see. You want to go to Amazon.com via the donate button down here. Scott, I think you can confirm this. if you click on it here and you shop Amazon, I think this will give us credit for it. Scott, if you could confirm that, that'd be great. So now I'm going to do, let's say, Love and Respect in Kindle Store or in books. And let's say that I'm going to take this book, the one that has the, let's see, I'm going to take the Love and Respect book, whichever one is the most obvious link for this. So there we go. I'm going to copy this link up here, and I'm going to put that in here. Love and Respect by whatever his name is. Where'd it go? There it is. By Emerson Eggerichs. And I'm going to just link this right here. Paste that link. I'm going to add that link. And then maybe I add another link for, I do love languages. So we're going to do the 5 love languages. Let's do the gift size version of it. I'm going to take this. I'm going to go the 5 love languages by Gary Chapman. So that's what we'd use external links for. I'm going to add that link, and then I'm going to update it. When you come in here and look at this, now this series page is really helpful. So now you've got external links there to those books. You've got related resources above that. You've got the 3 lessons above that. You've got the intro video if you have one above that. You've got the group tips already embedded there. If this is a sermon link series, it's also going to have your church download, or actually no, church downloads will be on the individual lessons.